to this edition of A Day in the Life of a Heifer Raiser. I thought I would talk this month about our protocols here at Enchanted for daily monitoring and treatment decisions. So I realize most of us calf raisers deal with these decisions every day, but I feel as though it's a great topic to review as it's easy to become focused in on that one symptom and forget to look at the whole picture. So I evaluate the calves here based on a combination of factors and a point system. During morning feeding times, I'll go in and observe each calf based on their appearance, attitude, appetite, and feces. So sick calves usually have a dull appearance and abnormal appearance. They're usually dull, depressed, unwilling to stand. Their ears are droopy, eyes are sunken. Those are good indicators the calf isn't feeling that well. Also, appetite, unwilling to come up and drink, or if they're just drinking a lot slower than normal, that's a good indicator. And lastly, as I'm walking by, I look for any abnormal feces, a wet tail, or if I see it's sitting on top, I just pay attention to what it looks like, and if it doesn't look how it normally does, I'll note that calf down. So after looking at those things, just based on observation, I'll note the calves that I think look a little off or look a little sick, and I'll go in and examine all the each calf individually and note on a chart what I observed based on the following. So the first thing I do is I take a rectal temperature. Again, a normal temperature of calf is 101.5 to 103 degrees Fahrenheit. The second thing is I will look at those abnormal feces if they had it, is the diarrhea watery? Is it yogurt consistency? What is the color? The third thing I look at is their hydration status. Again, looking at the eyes, if they're sunken, they're probably dehydrated. Do they have a dry mouth, cold extremities? Those are also good indicators the calf is dehydrated. And I also do a tent test. So what you do is you just pinch the skin, hold it, release it, and within 2 seconds it should return back to normal if hydrated. The fourth thing I look at is their breathing and respiration rate, and I also induce a cough. So when you induce a cough, the calf should only cough once. If it coughs more than once, that could be a sign of pneumonia. Also, when looking at the respiration rate, be aware of the time of day and the temperature outside, as that could have an effect on their breathing rate. So the thermal neutral zone of a calf is 50 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and when they're, during the summer it usually gets up above that 80 degrees, so maybe come back and look at that calf later in the evening or the next morning. The next thing I look at is their nasal discharge, and just note the color, the consistency, is it unilateral, bilateral? And the last thing I'll observe while I'm in there, I'll just quick check out the navel. Is it hot to the touch, enlarged, or wet? Because that could be a sign of a naval infection, and maybe that's why they're not feeling really well. So at this point, typically have a good idea of what you're dealing with, but again, make sure to keep in consideration all your observations when deciding whether treatment is needed or to just keep an eye on the calf. A great tool is the Calf Health Scoring Criteria Chart. There was one created by the University of Wisconsin School of Veterinary Medicine. It's online, and it has a point system in place which can help you in your decision whether to watch the calf or just treat the calf. Along with the chart, after observations, I place old leg bands on the calf gate. It's just great physical sign as you're walking through the barn for employees and even myself. We do have 3 different colors that we use, so I use an old green leg band to indicate scours, a pink leg band to indicate that we're just watching this calf, and a red leg band to indicate this calf is receiving or has received antibiotic treatment. I'm not going to go over our treatment protocols here, as each dairy is unique and a plan should be created with your veterinarian, so talk to him about that. I hope this information was helpful, and it has been a fun year of sharing with you what we do here at Enchanted Dairy. I hope you guys have a wonderful summer and look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you!